Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Coding with OAuth. Today we're going to connect to Zoom using Node.js. The idea of the video is we're going to actually list all the meetings that we have on Zoom and also create a new meeting or schedule a new meeting. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is, of course, we need to sign in. We go to my account. And perfect, once we are here, we need to go to the market, Zoom app marketplace, which should be somewhere around here. Let me go to the link directly, so it's marketplace.zoom.us. And from here, we're actually gonna develop and build a new app. Okay. We're gonna agree on that, and we're gonna create a Zoom app. So the idea of this app is gonna be security OAuth simply app. So generate your OAuth client ID and secret. To access user authentication data or use the third-party authentication. Then use this client. We're gonna have team chat, get set to Zoom chats now. Meeting SDK, being what is your algorithm no. No, I think that the only thing we need to do is the OAuth. Yeah. Let's create that. So let's call it coding with this app must be added by admin and yeah, okay, let's do that. But what is this application interface? Nah, we wanna publish this. Create. Okay, so we have our keys, so let's go to our code. Let's start creating the .env file. Let's do Zoom API key, this one. Zoom API secret, this one. And then let me see, we have key secret. I don't think we need anything else right now. Nope. Okay, so let's get started. I think, let me see. Security check. I think we need to add any security here. Scopes. Add scopes. We're gonna meeting. View user meetings. Yes. We're gonna write create new meetings. Get. Okay, meeting write admin. View and manage all user meetings. Yeah, that's the thing. So meeting write and meeting read. That's anything. Oh, actually, we're the meeting master. Because we're gonna have everything on that. Yeah, that's what we need right now. And the app is ready for users to add the missing information. Like URL for us, short description. Okay, let's add a couple things. Let's do this app create meetings, internal app for testing the API. Okay, continue. Developer contact name. Oh, coding with and my email. Okay. Verification token, secret token. Okay, continue. Okay, but we don't have a redirect. Well, let's do an HTTP host 3000. That should be fine. Okay, let's see. Yeah, add your app. Yeah, of course, because we haven't done anything, we haven't run the server yet. Yeah, that's for next step. So let's go to the code. Okay. So once in the code, let's start by creating the package. Okay, and let's create our index file. Let's install .env. Let's install Axios. And let's install JSON web token. Okay, so first require .env.config. Let's do const Axios equals to require Axios. Let's do const JWT equals to require a JSON web token. Let's bring back here our keys. So const API key equals to process dot and dot some API key const API secret equals to process dot and dot some API secret. Okay, so let's do let me think. Let's initialize the token before we even create these functions. So we always have it because we're gonna create two functions that will use the same, asset token. Well, not the same, but they'll use X token. So let's do the payload equals to ISS API key. The expiry is gonna be a new date dot get time plus 5000. Okay, and the two const token is gonna be a JWT dot sign payload API secret. Okay, so that's our very token that we're gonna send to Zoom. Okay, so let's now create a function. So we're gonna create a first function, a sync function, and get meetings. Okay, so that function is gonna be a try catch error console.error error. Okay, and let's do Axios.get the const response equals to Axios.get, and it's gonna be api.zoom.us/v2/user/me/meetings. Okay, const data equals to await response data return data. Okay. Actually, I don't think this is true. I don't think this needs to be asynchronous. I think just this has to be asynchronous, and then this should be an object. Okay. And after we have the get meetings, let's create our create meetings. Okay. So we're gonna do async function create meeting, where we're gonna send the topic of the meeting, we're gonna send the start time, we're gonna send the type. Well, yeah, we're gonna send the type, which is scheduled for 2 or instant for 1, I think it is. Duration, time zone, and agenda. Okay, agenda basically is like the description of that. Okay, So everything else is gonna be, I'm gonna add all the other parameters that we need on the settings. Those, let's do the constants right now. So this is gonna be another try catch because it's gonna be another access. Error, error. Error, perfect. And let's do access dot post. Wait, const response equals to access dot post, and it's gonna be this URL, which will be https api.zoom.us/v2/users/me/meetings. So basically it's the same as above, but the object will be the following. So first it will need the headers. Oh, actually we forgot the headers here as well. Headers, and so we need to send the token. So it's object headers, object authorization header token. Okay, so basically same thing here. We have the headers and then we have the body here. Okay, so for the body, actually it's headers, and in here we have the meeting data. Okay, so for the meeting data, okay, so we will need a couple of things. We will need the topic, we already have it. We will need the type, which we are sending it to there. We need the start time, we already have that. The duration, we have that. The time zone and the agenda. Okay, and then on the settings, which will be, let's hard code them. Okay, so the idea of the settings, we are gonna do like host video, it's gonna be true. We're gonna participant video, we are allow participant video as well. Easy, and video, it's gonna be a true as well. Showing before host. We're gonna do true, false. Let's do false. Say that I have to start the whole call before anyone joins. We'll tap on entry true. So it's kind of like the webinar, if you want to call it. Watermark. Let's do false. Use personal meeting ID. Let's do false. So it creates a new one. Approval type is going to be 0. Audio is going to be both. Auto recording, and let's do none. You could set like that's true or everything here. So I think that's it. Yeah, so once we have that, we have to do const body equals to response data, return body. Okay, so now we have to create a function that is gonna first list duplicate meetings. Then we're gonna create a new meeting, and then we're gonna get new meetings again. Okay, so let's do console log this thing. Let's do console log this thing, and then let's do console log this thing. Okay, and for the create meetings, we need to do the topic. So the topic should be, I don't know, kind of like coding with Ado, a new meeting, or yeah, a new meeting. The start time, it has to be like a ISO date, so let's do 2023 11:20 is so at 10 a.m. The type should be 2, which is a scheduled meeting. The duration, let's do it like a 45 minutes. Let's do the time zone to UTC. And the agenda should be like team meeting for future videos. Okay. So basically we should have like, I don't think I have another meeting right now scheduled on my Zoom. So it should be like empty, create a new meeting, and then the meeting. Okay, that's kind of like what we're expecting here. So let's do index.js, let's be sync. Oh, yeah. So await, and then await. Okay, we have this invalid access token. So instead of using this to create a token, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna actually create a token with the OAuth. So let's create a server.js file. Let's do npm install Express, and let's do const Express equals to require Express. Something very simple. Const add equals to Express, and const port is gonna be 3000, which is what I set up on Zoom. And we're gonna do app.get with the slash regress. Let's do rest.send hello, and let's do a console.log and see what the rec query looks like. Okay, and then let's do app.listen port, and then the console log. Okay. So yeah, so basically we should have now a server running, perfect. So let's see in here. So we have to add the localhost 3000 required URL and then in the allowed list. Okay, in both. Continue, and then add your app. We'll have this authorized. Account management app, okay, perfect. All these things we allow, and then we have a code here. Okay, so once we have the code, we need to do something about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna exchange that code with an access token. Okay, so we need to go back to our code and let's code that out. Okay, so in this get, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an Axios post now that we have Axios installed. So we're gonna also require .env.config, and let's do const Axios equals to require Axios. Let's put this a little nicer. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna do echo. So red query code, that's what we need. So code equals to code. And here we're gonna do a const response equals to an await access.post. Actually, you're gonna do all these here by catch. So the error. Okay. And an async function. Perfect. Okay. So it's gonna be https sum.us/auth/token. Okay, and we're gonna set a null here, and we're gonna send the params runtime. This is auth too, so you know, should be pretty similar to most of the other APIs. Session code, we have the code equals to code, and we have the redirect body. We can either process dot and dot redirect, which is actually this one, right? So redirect body will be different than HTTP localhost 3000. Okay. So once we have that, we also need to send the headers. So the headers is gonna be authorization basic. It's a user password, so it's gonna be buffer from process.then.sum client ID. It's some client ID. No, sum API key. And the process.env.sum API secrets. Okay. So we have this, we close this, we do a toString in a base 64, and that should be our basic authorization there. At the end of this, we have like a response.data, should have our data. And we need to know what's going on the access token. So that's actually what we need to respond. Okay. So let's do this, and the error, let's do press and okay. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So let's close this out. Let's run the server again. Let's transition to the code again. And we need to reauthorize here. So we need to go here, add the app again. And this is our access token. Awesome. So now that we have this, we copy all this code. Okay. We transition again. We can go to our end. And instead of moving everything from index to server, let's just cache our token. Okay. So we have cached our token, and now we can do a const token equal to process.then.token. Okay. So now we can put the file here, node index.js, and perfect. So we have the first one. There's this commission directiva and calling without any meeting created, and then we have a directiva calling without any meeting, team meeting for future videos. Yeah, so you can see that it created a meeting. So let's go to Zoom and let's see if that's actually what's going on. So let's transition to here. Let's go back to meetings. Upcoming, coding without new meeting. Okay, at 10 a.m. UTC. Perfect. On the 20th, I think that's the date that I put. Yeah, the 20th. So you can see that on here. 20th. And if we enter here, the meeting for future videos. Awesome. So we created a new meeting. We have the meeting ID and everything. So yeah, that's how you create meetings with Zoom. So yeah, if you like this content, like, subscribe, everything, and see you on the next video.